I am in my natural habitat after my maternity leave of raising this kid till he is 10. Today is his maiden voyage on a walk from our house to town. I myself could spend numerous hours just walking from one destination to the next destination all day and enjoy it, and my close friends know it. This is my natural habitat. Just moseying around. Like to spend my time when I'm not working, hiking. Not really to see scenery, but just to be doing the motions and getting exercise. Most of the time it's a redundant back and forth over a 3 or 4 mile track. But it has been alluded to me, my natural habitat of traveling for the last 10 years. I am hoping that this will help me figure out a more decisive way and avenue to handle the clinical professional bullies that have harassed me and terrorized me while I was confined to a geological location trying to raise up my infant child into an adolescent so we could do good. But the clinical professional bullies have fucked me every step of the way and have harassed me after I got my own home, my own address, relentlessly, because they are fucking pigs that have prohibition laws and child welfare offices and dope dealing narcs and judiciaries to bank on and harass the local residents. Well, we have social media, and that motherfucking shit is over. I want every adjudicated case reversed and all children and minors back with the parents, whether it has to be in a secure facility or not. They should all be with their siblings and their biological parents, at least until otherwise confirmed a principle of adjudication, because it's a bunch of bullshit in Watauga County, North Carolina, and we have no alternative but to be accountable to the children that have been procured through a bullying system. There is children that have had trauma, and then they rebound with their children and they start to learn what life is, but they got their children to drive them, and they are striving, and they might live in substandard living conditions for brief times, but that shouldn't make them vulnerable to clinical professional bullies who get grant and stimulus money for obtaining foster children to the tune of about $3,000 a month. If there is somebody that has a substandard living condition, you don't go and obtain their children and force them to get a job in a shitty economy, and no, just harass them and make everything hard on them. I had a house, I had a car, I had a family. A lot of single parents don't have that in this community, and they are vulnerable because they came here as unsuspecting students with student loans and unable to navigate the slippery slope of probation and all the stuff that the clinical professionals of this town play with the attendance of Appalachian State and the high school kids. They take and use clinical professional bullying techniques to force attendance for multiple hours through compulsory attendance laws into the school, or through probationary community service. Any which way or shape or form, you're cultivating grant money, and that's all the government employees of these administrative branches of the local government do. We have to eliminate the discretion of the judiciary and the schools and the Department of Social Services to operate with the discretion of the locals. Because if the schools and the Department of Child Welfare weren't all local agencies, they would give more scrutiny to a complaint or a allegation. They would not just cultivate conversations with minor children at their discretion that was given to them by the school to harass children for multiple months without the parents' knowledge of counseling being going on, or questioning or harassing or badgering from the school faculty. It's absolutely making me sick. So let's drop this for now. I've seen I got a new subscriber. Welcome. And this has got to come to a public conversation. I've been calling for community town hall meetings, 1 hour a month, from each representative, and none of them wish to entertain it. I will entertain a town hall style meeting. The callers and the people can be public, or they may have the discretion to keep their identities private with a private call-in line. Whatever the case may be, everybody will have ample time to respond. There will be no profanity filters or any other kind of possible plausible suppression of speech. Anyhow, back to my normal habitat. It's beautiful, but I ain't hit a sweat because I'm waiting on him. But he will get with it, and then he'll be waiting on me.